Good afternoon. Getting into some new shenanigans today. And well, I went and picked up a couple of temporary projects for a couple of Z's. I ended up getting this engine. I actually got it for free, surprisingly enough. I'm kind of blown away. He said it had a knock, but I think there's a possibility it could just be an intake VTC gear that's knocking, because he said that it didn't knock throughout the whole RPM range. So, not entirely sure. It's a possibility. But this is what I really went to get. Yeah, there's not really anything special about it. It's blown up. He said the bottom end has, I think, cylinder 2 and 3 have a rod knock or spun bearing. So I'm gonna take these heads, because I'm gonna see if there's a good spot that you can see them. They are 40p stamped heads, which these and 48p are the best flowing factory heads for Z32s, and I just so happen to possibly have a good bottom end. I don't know for sure. I busted the car at $5 grand, timing belt broke, so I'm sure all them valves are all hamburgered up in there. Can't guarantee that the bottom end's really any good. I may have bit off more than I can chew, but at least you get to see it torn down. I'm about to start. I'll remove the plenum. I'm actually getting the fuel rail from this because I have one right here, and with these caps I can't get vice grips on here, and I don't really want to drill this right now. I mean, I know I'll end up having to, but since this has a phase 2 injector rail in it, I may just remove it, as it looks like it should be fairly easy. But I guess luckily between the two fuel rails I have a full set of injector caps, so that's good. So far I've taken the cam gears off, the rear timing cover, tensioner, lower coolant pipe, and I believe the alternator. Nothing crazy, but now I'll be removing the rest of these valve covers and power steering pump and the turbos. Man, I just realized, don't tell me that thing's RTV'd. Oh, well, shoot. Okay, it's not. That was scary. Well, I usually don't like doing this. Yeah, I can't. I've got to at least sit this on there. All it takes to get the exhaust off. Usually they're pretty stuck. Oh man, using enough RTV there. Gee whiz. What's going on? That's definitely picture worthy. I'm sorry. Oh, I guess I could say that's very nice. Well, for the most part, it wants to come on. So we'll be replacing these cams, at least this cam and obviously the one that's missing here, because wait, actually I don't know, I'll have to read the messages. I may not have to. I may just have to replace one. I don't even know if they ever ran it. Holy cow. It still stinks. Get the old trusty hammer out. Oh yeah, it's on there. You don't want to pry too hard. You will break your valve cover. Just enough. Got her all cracked loose. It's weird, they're all offset. It's hard to think sometimes of the pattern. You gotta watch yourself. Because this is the middle here, you want to think that's the middle there, but that's really the edge. Don't quote me on my sequence either. I just know it's roughly how head bolt sequence or whatever goes. Spiral pattern. Oh my gosh. Okay. Give it a tap to get it loosened up. You don't want to hammer it off because it's got to be straight to come off these 4 studs. The same way putting it on, it's got to be perfectly straight or else it won't go on correctly. It's not fun. For one, you can't ever see. 2, you can't fit your hand in here. Ouch. I hope I got that, because I just sacrificed a glove for it. I don't know, I'm cheap. I hate using gloves. It's like 50 cents a pair or something. Okay, at least it loosened. I have a pick to get these out. There we go. Man, this thing's dirty. Oh, wow. That's incredibly green. So anyway, you gotta lift it straight up. And I cannot tell what the heck it is, or was. Now, I have to get these locking plates off for the turbo. I don't know if it's really gonna help. Guess I'm gonna take turbo drain on it. Get a little bit more clearance. I don't think I would put these in until the end. Yep. Oh, there's one. These are 13 mil, by the way. I broke it. Just the socket fell in one of the turbo nuts. Should come off. Yep. Glad that didn't do it before I got here. So, more or less same process over here. I have just realized I have 13% battery. So I'm gonna have to go grab some batteries. I'm gonna take the other turbo off since it's all the exact same thing. Where I'm loosening these is the torque sequence now as well. Actually does not look horrible. A lot of crud. Not bad. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side.